Okay. Hello guys. So my name is Dimas Ardani and in here I would like to make a video presentation about the be an Indonesian cultural ambassador for batik, and batik is the living cloth of Pekalongan, and then a journey through wax, dye and identity along Java's north coast. Okay, we go move to the introduction. What is batik? Batik is a wax resist dyeing technique used to decorate cloth, practiced for centuries across Java, Indonesia. In 2009, UNESCO inscribed Indonesian batik on the representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Along Java's north coast, Batang, Pekalongan, Pemalang, and Tegal, batik, tun, batik took on its own coastal character, bold colors, flowing floral and bird motifs, and a livelihood shared by entire neighborhood. Pekalongan itself is proudly nicknamed Kota Batik. We can call it is the city of batik. Okay, Kota Batik Pekalongan culture nickname 2009 year UNESCO recognized Indonesian batik as intangible cultural heritage. Okay, and coastal pesisir style, we can call it pesisir style, bright multicolored palette shaped by trade with Chinese, Arabian, and Dutch communities along the coast. Okay, and then the background a coastline shaped by trade, historical and social roots of North Coast Batik, Royal Era, court origins. Batik began in royal courts of Central Java, worn to signal rank and spiritual meaning, and the 17th and 19th, 19th coastal exchange. Pekalongan, urban through Chinese, Arabian, and Europe traders, blending motifs and colors. And then we can move to the colonial era, or we can call it a working craft. Batik became a household trade. Woman stamping and handwriting cloth to support families. And then we move to the 2009 era, we can call it World Heritage. UNESCO recognized Indonesian batik, elevating it as a symbol of national identity. And then we move to the how it's made. Wax, dye, and patience. Okay, draw. A pattern is sketched or drawn with the canting pen, and the wax, the melted canting pen, and the wax, melted wax is applied along the design resist dye. Okay, so the dye, the cloth is typical is natural of synthetic waxing and dye pads and repeat dyeing repeat for its added boiling color, and then refill remove the wax revealing the finish motif. A single fine hand drawn, atau we can call it tulis sarung, can take weeks to months to complete, a testament to the passion the craft demands. And then we go move to the cultural meaning. Values woven in the cloth. Passion and discipline. Hours of careful wax drawing teach focus, stillness, and respect for slow, deliberate work. And then spiritually, certain motive one carries great meaning, worn at rites of passage, birth, marriage, and mourning, and then identity, belonging. Regional motif signal where a person is from, connecting readers to their home community. And then the shared livelihood. Batik houses in Pekalongan employ wool neighborhood passing skills from elder to child. And then we move to the common misconceptions. What foreigners often get wrong. It just a printed pattern. Authentic tulis batik is hand drawn with wax. No two pieces are ever identical, unlike factory prints. And then all batik looks the same. Coastal Pekalongan batik, first the bright floral differs sharply from the muted symbolic court batik of Yogyakarta or Solo, and then it's only for special occasions. While ceremonial batik is also everyday office wear and casual fashion across Indonesian today. And then anyway, dye cloth counts. UNESCO recognition is especially for the Indonesian tradition, its motif, meanings, and community practice. And then we move to the global perspective. Batik and Japanese shibori, two recess dye traditions, two philosophies. Indonesian batiks, resist medium. First, hot wax, drawn with a sanding pen, and then the motif is florals, birds, and symbolic chord patterns, and then the meaning often tied to rank, rite of passage, or region, and then the worn is ceremonial dress and everyday clothing, and then the Japanese shibori, resist medium, cloth is bound, stitched, or folded, and then the motif is abstract textures from the folding technique, and then the meaning tied to indigo dye craft, quilt, and season, and the worn is like kimono, obiceses, and modern fashions. And then we move to the personal reflection. Why this matters to me? Growing up near Pekalongan, I watched neighbor band over sending pans late into the night. The smell of hot wax as familiar as home cooking. Batik taught me the passion is not wasn't, it is care made visible. And then it also taught me that culture survive through ordinary people, not just museums. A grandmother's motive based to her daughter is how a nation remembers itself. And then sharing batik with the world matters to me because every tradition, however local, has something universal to offer a reminder to slow down and make something with intention. And then terima kasih. Okay, thank you from the batik workshop of Pekalongan to you, and then you can make some question and discussion to under the video. Okay, below the video. Okay, thank you for your attention. See you on the next time. Bye bye.